In rural Appalachia, every town is a mountain town. Tiny communities nestled in between foothills. And you'll find that most people who grew up there say that the mountains are what keeps them safe. Between every town, there is a mountain that you must cross, which almost enhances every community's sense of pride. High school rivalries that run so deep, it makes every Friday night football game feel like a battle in the war for your town's reputation. One of those towns and one of those schools, found in Wise County, Virginia, has made its name across the state. An undefeated team, currently 12-0, one of the best football teams in all of the state of Virginia, led by the coach, Travis Turner. But today we're not talking about football. We're talking about yet again another adult, another coach, another teacher, another person who was entrusted to guide the next generation, to teach them, to mentor them, but instead used their position of power and authority to abuse them. I'm the mom behind the mask, and if you're worried about the world we're leaving to our children, well then it looks like your algorithm brought you to the right place. Welcome. But let me go back to where this all started just a few days ago. He was last seen on November 20th, leaving his residence and walking straight into the woods. And like I said, every town is nestled in between the mountains, in between the woods. So most people's backyard is filled with trees and forestry, and to go into them is extremely dangerous, especially if you don't know where you're going, and especially if you're not prepared. Now I want you to picture Travis Turner walking into the woods in the middle of the day wearing nothing more than sweatpants and a sweatshirt in the middle of November. And he hasn't been seen since or heard from. His wife posted on Facebook hoping for his safe return. And in small town Appalachia, news travels fast. But unfortunately, so do rumors. People started speculating about why Travis Turner would just walk into the woods to never be seen again. And they thought, there's no way that he would just off himself or leave his happy, loving family, his successful career, his winning, undefeated football season, that was even having people talk about his prospects of being a college coach. Travis Turner had everything to live for. So why? Well, other rumors started circulating, ones that mostly stayed within the halls of Union High School, started to bleed into the streets of that small Appalachian town. It was being alleged that Coach Turner was running from something. Accountability.
Police told our NBC News affiliate in Bristol, Virginia, that Travis Turner hasn't been seen since last Thursday, when officers went to his house as part of an investigation. According to police, they were not there to arrest him. George Solis is following this one for us. And George, that's about all we know, because at the same time, the school district he works at says somebody on their staff has been put on leave, not really connecting the dots. Help us understand this.
Yeah, Hallie, it is a growing mystery in this rural Virginia community. I mean, you have this undefeated football team. They should be celebrating. And yet in the midst of all of this, you have this search for a coach that is suddenly MIA. And as we press the school district for answers, they've sort of gone back to this very same statement saying that a staff member has been placed on administrative leave with pay while an external agency reviews an allegation that was reported to the division. This is a standard procedure and is not a determination of wrongdoing. Okay, that seems pretty straightforward, right? But here's the deal. It's not clear whether this is referring to Coach Turner himself or someone else, which is really why this is starting to fuel a lot more speculation in this community. Again, this team is undefeated. Everyone knows who he is. He would normally be obviously at the center of the celebrations for this team. But yet, again, right now he is missing. All it's doing is fueling speculation. And again, state police, the school district, everyone really tight-lipped about this mystery. But as you mentioned, this search is still ongoing. They are using canines, they are using drones, they're using helicopters. They're basically leaving no stone unturned until they find out where this coach is, Hallie.
Those allegations and those rumors were that he was having an inappropriate relationship with one of the students, or actually more than one.
These are the charges we've all been waiting for on the missing Virginia football coach. As you guys know, Travis Turner has been missing for days now. He walked into the woods, never came out. Cops were on their way to go talk to him. He got tipped off and vanished. Up until now, all of the locals have been leaving comments on my videos saying that he had a relationship with an underage person. I haven't been able to confirm until now that 10 warrants have been obtained for Travis Turner. He's wanted on 5 counts of possession of child porn and 5 counts of using a computer to solicit a minor. This could mean multiple things, multiple ages. According to what a lot of locals have been saying, it sounds like that he did have a relationship with an underage person, but that is yet to be confirmed. We don't know exactly what is behind all of this yet. What's very clear is what he has done to his family is absolutely horrific. Who tipped him off that the police were coming? Apparently, he just left in his sweatpants, sweatshirt, and sunglasses. Did he disappear? Is somebody helping him to evade police? Or has he self-eliminated?
Rumors are swirling, with most people thinking that he's offed himself.
Virginia football coach Travis Turner, he ain't missing. He dead. He unalived himself.
And I'm sure this community is collectively hoping none of these rumors are true, especially seeing as how almost the same exact thing just happened 2 years ago.
Now, Turner becomes the second Union High School coach to be charged in 2 years for child sex-related crimes. In August of 2023, Timothy Lee Metter, who at the time was a teacher and coach at Union, was indicted on 3 felony charges. According to the Commonwealth's attorney I spoke with just a few moments ago, Metter later pled guilty to 2 counts of indecent liberties with the child.
And no one is hoping it's untrue more than his wife. The woman who has made being his wife nearly her personality, and cannot believe and cannot fathom that this is happening. She's getting a lot of flack online about refusing to believe this is true, saying he's a good father and a good husband. But what I see is a woman desperate to hold on to her reality, because if what they're saying is true, then not only has she lost her husband, her family, the last 25 years of her life, but she's lost her identity. But the consensus in the community is that innocent people don't run. And look, I know crazy things can happen, but life is not a movie. The likelihood that, I don't know, he's being blackmailed or framed or, maybe someone's coming after his family if he doesn't leave town, and that's why he went on the run, is very low. People in his community don't want to believe it's true because they grew up with Travis Turner. But police don't just come up with 5 counts of possession of CP and 5 counts of soliciting a minor out of thin air. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And those Smoky Mountains can cover a lot of secrets, but eventually they always come to the surface. Now for my opinions on this case. I believe that there is a child victim out there who is waiting for justice, whose family is waiting for Travis Turner to be held accountable. And I hope for their sake that he is found alive and that he is put in prison. If this is all true, and it's all alleged right now, it's all rumors, no one knows exactly what's happening. But if it's true, I hope he's not dead. I hope he didn't take that way out. Those kids deserve better. 2 coaches in 2 years. That would be a tragedy, honestly, but we need to fish these people out and hold them accountable. This case is ongoing and changing rapidly, so I'm sure I will have an update for you very soon. But in the meantime, I'd love to hear what you think down in the comments. If you care about keeping kids safe online and in real life, then I welcome you to subscribe and hit that notification bell to support me in that mission. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.